Good morning and welcome to the new week. I'm meteorologist Kevin Smith at the National Weather Service in Pocatello. This is your weather hazard briefing for Monday, March 27th. Our break is finally here. We've been looking forward to this for a couple days. It's not going to last very long, but in this active weather pattern we've been in, we'll certainly take it. Break between systems, mostly dry conditions today. We will see some sunshine breaking through as the clouds thin out across a decent portion of our southeast Idaho forecast area here. I'll show you a webcam in a moment. We have a little bit of lingering light snow this morning that may continue to cause some slick travel conditions, particularly south of Pocatello. Maybe a little bit of patchy freezing fog out there this morning as well, too, although we're not seeing much in the way of development so far. But other than that, we can breathe a sigh of relief and have just a little bit of a break here in our active weather pattern. Looking ahead to the next system, because all good things must come to an end, we're continuing to see a little bit of a trend in the models for delaying the onset of rain and snow with this next approaching storm. They continue to trend a bit slower and bringing precipitation back in on Tuesday. And for a lot of you, that's going to lead to actually a second dry day, a day 2 of our break between systems here. Our highest confidence of that right now, roughly east of a line from about Oneida Pass down to the Arco area and then down to about Malta. So west of that line, probably going to start to see at least some light snow showers or even some rain showers work in from the west by the time we get into particularly Tuesday afternoon and evening. But east of there, really going to hold dry. Particularly if this trend in the models continues. We're really going to focus in on Wednesday and Thursday. Widespread rain and snow, the brunt of this storm system coming through those 2 days, and models starting to show yet another storm system possible as we head into next weekend. So that cool, wet, active weather pattern certainly maintaining control here over the state of Idaho. Taking a look at your weather risk outlook here for the next 5 days. Again, break today. Can't rule out an isolated light snow shower, particularly this afternoon in some of our mountain areas, but this should be fairly light and low impact if it does occur. Again, I'll show you there's just a little bit of lingering snow near and south of Pocatello this morning as well that we'll be wrapping up here in the next few hours. Tuesday, not looking bad for most of you. Again, northwest portions of the forecast area, particularly into the central mountain region, possibly into the eastern Magic Valley as well. We do have you marked here for some late afternoon or evening snow showers, maybe a few rain showers here in the eastern Magic Valley, starting to push in from the west. But east of there, looking like another dry day, just increasing clouds as that system comes in. Here comes the brunt of the storm Wednesday and Thursday. We've upgraded most of our mountain regions here to moderate impacts with that snowfall, steady snowfall coming down both days. We may eventually need either some winter weather advisories or even a couple winter storm warnings with this as the event draws a little bit closer. 2 to 3 day snow totals here looking pretty decent. I'll show you kind of a first look at that here graphically in a moment. A few snow showers lingering on Friday, particularly east of I-15. Going to see some steadier snow that still hasn't quite wrapped up. Maybe a few snow showers into the Snake Plain as well. But main travel impacts and the brunt of that snowfall coming in Wednesday and Thursday. Temperatures mixing rain in from the lower Snake Plain into the eastern Magic Valley and the Raft River region. Satellite loop this morning, still a few clouds over our area. We're still trying to, again, just wrap up the last remaining vestiges of this last storm system that's trying to pull away. But looking upstream here, lots of clear skies as we get into southwestern Idaho, over into portions of Oregon, northern Nevada here looking pretty clear. And you can see just the first signs of that next low pressure system approaching the Pacific coast as we see some higher level clouds streaming in along the coast of Oregon and Northern California. So here is our break that will be with us for about 1 to 2 days. Right now, no watches, warnings, or advisories in effect here for our forecast area, and you can see some other winter weather-related alerts still going. Most of this for the system that is departing. Still some winter weather advisories here. If you are traveling south of Pocatello into northern Utah, these continue till various expiration times this morning as we continue to try to wrap up a little bit of lingering snowfall. Low temperatures this morning, very similar to what we've shown you the past 2 mornings. Lots of teens, a few single digits in the normally colder spots. Places places like Copper Basin, Stanley, going to be quite cold as you head out this morning. Island Park, looking to be about 8 degrees and some 20s here in the normally warmer spots from the Eastern Magic Valley east to Pocatello. Here's one of the harder hit areas this morning where models say this should be done by now, but the radar says not quite. Still trying to wrap up some lingering light snowfall here, particularly from right near Pocatello as of 5 a.m. and then down across the southern highlands into the Raft River region. So this is a webcam image from Interstate 84 near Juniper Interchange. The road is over here on the left, just to the left of this sign that's lit up. You can see it is snow covered. So if you are heading out for travel or commuting this morning, particularly again from roughly the I-86 corridor near Pocatello southward toward the Utah border, just be prepared for some lingering slick conditions and some snowfall, and please do slow down and be safe this morning as you're headed out. High temperatures today, we're going to start a warming trend as this next system approaches. Still below freezing for most areas, except, you guessed it, Eastern Magic Valley approaching 40 degrees right into Burley, 35 for Pocatello, 25 down in Montpelier, a little bit colder, 28 up in Island Park, 34 up in Chalice. And we'll see these temperatures tick just a little bit warmer here as we go through the next few days, and I'll show you that. Let's take a first discussion here of snowfall expectations for this next storm. This first graphic's going to be a little confusing, but let me break it down for you. This is new snow through late Tuesday night, and everything you see from Idaho Falls, Pocatello, Burley, even up here in Island Park, all of the shaded area across the south and east is mostly snow that's falling this morning. This is not related to the next system. What is related to the next system is the Central Mountain region. So what we're thinking right now with this delayed start, by Tuesday afternoon and evening, we may see a few light rain or snow showers into places like Oakley and Burley. Should be pretty low impact, maybe a dusting at best in some of the mountain areas. But I do want to show you by Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening that we may start to see a few inches falling here in the Central Mountains. This is one area where I don't think you're going to squeak out much of a day two to the break. Looking for an inch or two here up the Wood River Valley for Haley and Sun Valley, 2 to 3 inches up into Stanley, maybe 3 or 4 here at Galena Summit. So starting to see some light snowfall here even on Tuesday. Not much of that really reaching over to Chalice, Salmon, Mackey, Arco, generally more an inch or less by the time we get to late Tuesday night. Again, the brunt of the snow coming in Wednesday and Thursday. Now, if we add up everything from late Tuesday into the day Wednesday into the day on Thursday, we're looking at about 3-day totals here. Here's a very first look at our preliminary event total 3-day snowfall forecast. You can see the mountains once again getting hard. We're going to continue to build up that water supply and that snowpack up across our mountain regions, particularly for this one, the Central Mountain region here. Anything that's yellow or better, so yellows and oranges and reds, we're looking at 6 inches or more. By the time you get to red, we're over a foot here at a few of the peaks. So a nice broad 6 to 12 inch with a few higher amount snowfall here over 3 days across the Central Mountains. May see some of this impacting the Wood River Valley. We're kind of watching the wind forecast on this one to see if we can get a nice southerly upslope flow into the valley, which tends to really promote some good snowfall for the population centers like Haley and Ketchum. Doesn't look like that flow is going to hold on very long. So we're still kind of ironing that out, but certainly the potential for at least some moderate accumulations, at least several inches of snow here in the Wood River Valley. Again, rain mixing in down here from the Eastern Magic Valley east to Pocatello. We will at night see some temperatures cold enough for snow, and we'll increasingly see snow on Thursday as we lose a few degrees on the highs, get deeper into the system here. So at least an inch or two probably going to fall here at some of the lower elevations, streaking right up through Blackfoot and Idaho Falls, but certainly the rain component is going to hold things down there. And then higher elevations down here across the south and east. These darker blues are 4 to 6 inches as you get up there. So some of the mountain passes, I think, stand a chance to see 4 to 6 inches, and then some of the lower population centers a little bit less. So expect these numbers to be refined and changed a little bit as we continue to work on the forecast for this system over the next day or two. And again, this is a 3-day period, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Mountain snow, certainly looking like a sure bet here with this next system. Continue to build that snowpack and water up high. Okay, high temperatures warming Tuesday into Wednesday. Over here on the left is Tuesday with some mid-40s supporting that rain coming across the eastern Magic Valley and starting to get into our area by Tuesday night. Temperatures much closer to freezing, maybe just a little bit above for most of the rest of our population centers. Over here into Wednesday, look, 40s coming all the way up into Blackfoot, Idaho Falls, Rexburg, Ashton, 41 degrees, Driggs, 41 as well. Your forecast by Wednesday afternoon as we see this warmer air move in. Anytime you get 40 or better, we're going to start looking at some rain, possibly mixing with the snow. Although, remember, these are the warmest readings of the day. Certainly going to be large portions of the day that are cooler than this, favoring snow, even to valley floors here, particularly to the northeast of Blackfoot. 39 in Chalice, 37 in Haley, mid-30s. As soon as it starts precipitating, we're going to have that precipitation cool the air just enough that snow is going to be your predominant precipitation type. Thursday, we lose a few degrees. Look, we're back to 30s over a good chunk of the area, unless you live out toward Minidoka and Burley and Oakley. So we're going to increasingly see snow, even down into places like Idaho Falls and Pocatello, as we head into the latter stages of this system. Again, the brunt Wednesday into Thursday. And then Friday, really not turning significantly colder on the backside of all of this. Temperatures kind of holding in the 30s with still some 40s favored here in the eastern Magic Valley, Raft River region, etc. So that's what we're looking at. Again, stay tuned. We're going to continue to refine the forecast for this next system. There'll probably be some advisories or warnings coming out at some point here over the next day, day and a half. And stay tuned as well for this next storm, looking like a mix of rain and snow for next weekend as we continue the active weather pattern across southeast Idaho. That's it for your hazard briefing this morning. As always, we're here, email, phone, our website, social media, lots of ways to connect with us if you have questions, comments, concerns, any support needs that we can help you with. And everyone have a great week.